Hi there, BookTube. I'm back. I've been very talkative recently, it seems. I put out a message on the community uh, about an hour ago where I showed off this uh, Godzilla King of the Monsters. It's a comic that was done out by Marvel Comics, where they brought Godzilla into the Marvel comic book universe. Uh, and this is for I read this for Giant-Ape-ril uh, event dedicated to reading literature about giant apes like King Kong, Bigfoot, and the Yeti. Um, and also reading other giant monsters like Godzilla. And I knew I had some Godzilla comic books, so I got them out of storage, and was looking over what I had, which is only like 5 or 6 issues that I had bought in many, many years ago from comic book shops. Whenever I would go to comic book shops, I'd always look for Godzilla stuff because I have always been a huge Godzilla fan. And I've never actually read these before. But when I was looking at the issues I had, I came across this one and read it immediately because of the fact that it's Godzilla fighting a kaiju-sized Bigfoot. And I want to take a few minutes to talk about this. I also want to show off the other issues I have on hand, though. Just the covers, because I haven't actually read the other ones yet. I have 5 issues. Issue 9, which has Godzilla trampling over Las Vegas. I have issue 10, which is the one with Yetrigar, the Bigfoot monster. I have issue 13, which has Godzilla fighting this mega monster. A very odd looking monster, I might add, with a kind of a saucer shaped head and like tentacles on it. Very weird. I have issue I have issue 17, which has Dum Dum Dugan trying to capture a looks like Godzilla has been shrunk. And then to continue that, I have issue 18, where the shrunken Godzilla is traveling. Oh, I have another one actually. Is traveling through the sewer system and is fighting a rat. But I actually have one more that I didn't notice at first, but issue 23, which has the Avengers fighting Godzilla, and I love this cover. But it has Thor, Iron Man, and then it's like Vision, and he's saying stay back because of a literal Norse god, Iron Man, and his android buddy Vision. The only ones who can defeat Godzilla is the Wasp and Yellow Jacket. And of course, how do you defeat a giant monster? Tiny guys. I've not read any of the other ones of these, but I did want to show them off. And I also wanted to show off a little bit more about this comic book. In this, it starts with Dum Dum Dugan, and he's got a little crew of people who I guess are the main characters of the storyline. I've not read any of the rest of this besides this one issue, so I'm coming in blind. And they're chasing Godzilla, who has just destroyed Las Vegas. And eventually another monster attacks, who was a frozen Sasquatch frozen in ice, who, due to bomb testing, the ice shattered and then he was irradiated. And they go off and fight, and they meet at the Grand Canyon, where they have their big showdown. And all the while, this kid is, who I think is the son of, I guess, the main character. I'm not really sure. Goes off to a military base and sneaks into a giant robot, and then causes untold amounts of property damage and lives, and kills a bunch of people, I'm assuming. Kills a bunch of U.S. soldiers because he steals the robot. I think it's actually his robot, but I don't know if the U.S. government will be much obliging to that. Um, and Godzilla and Yetrigar uh, both. Let's see if I can get a good picture. They both fall into the rapids below in the Grand Canyon, and they fight, and then in the very end, the robot shows up, and they're about to have a free monster showdown between Yetrigar, I think his name is Red Ronin, I think is the robot, and Godzilla. Uh, like other old, Red Ronin, like other old Marvel comics, this is also full of old ads, which are really fun, and I always love seeing the um, uh, what's the word? The letters page, uh, where some mouse breather has the audacity to put down Godzilla as not being as being a stupid character, and praising the creators for making Godzilla interesting. Godzilla's always interesting. Uh, but I did actually quite enjoy this. I really do kind of want to track down the rest of these now, because this was a lot of fun. And I don't generally find myself being really enamored with comic books because they're so short, and there's something about the reading, I guess, process of reading a comic book that just doesn't appeal to me. But this was a lot of fun, and I'd love to get more. To find more, I had to look up on eBay, see if I can see how expensive these are. But yeah, I enjoyed it. I at least want to get the next issue so I can find out what happens between Godzilla and Yetrigar. Presumably they make amends and become best friends, and together they take over the world, eat a bunch of people. Well, Yetrigar might. Godzilla doesn't eat people, he has standards. Anyways, that's my little review of a random comic book I read. I have talked way too much recently. I am a yappy sap. Anyways, BookTube. You all have a great night, and bye bye.